The hippies have returned because the VW Microbus makes its comeback to the Northern American market as the all-electric ID Buzz, now also available in the long wheelbase version, which will be the standard for the US market, but also available everywhere else. Everything you need to know right now with Thomas and Autogefühl in 4K, full screen, full length. Let's go here with a huge retro logo. This will also be Illuminated logo on the Northern American market. You can also get this two-tone paint here at the moment, white and green. The front is basically very much identical when you consider the short wheelbase version and the long wheelbase version, but here at the side it becomes obvious. This one here is 25 centimeters or 10 inches longer now than here at 4 meters 96 or 195 inches. The length gain is the same as the wheelbase gain, all about the increased wheelbase, and now also as a 6-seater or as a 7-seater. Soon going to take a look inside. Comes as a rear-wheel drive version as standard with an acceleration figure of 7.9 seconds. Or you can go for the all-wheel drive GTX version, then at 6.4 seconds in the acceleration figure, and then you have one electric motor in the rear and one in the front. Wheels here in this closed retro design, and yeah, I really hope you guys like my outfit for today. I've somehow felt it. In the rear we can see the light strip goes all the way through, and once again a huge retro logo right here. It's supposed to bring back emotion to the brand, and we all know, first of all, 20 years the Microbus has been gone from the US market. Then came Dieselgate, then came failed software. So the brand itself has been struggling a lot. And this vehicle is supposed to lift the whole brand, especially once again in the US market. It will be very crucial if they're going to succeed or not. Well, one thing is, this is of course the longer version now, and it also gets a bigger battery than the smaller one, 85 kilowatt hours net. The real world range estimation, well, something 400 kilometers, 250 miles plus for sure. It depends on the driving conditions, maybe in good conditions like 500 kilometers, 300 miles. And recharging with the 170 kilowatt peak, that means then 10 to 80% state of charge in 25 minutes. That's quite decent. And here we can see the illuminated VW logo. This will be a feature on the Northern American market. In Europe, sadly not. And here also the white and blue vehicle, also with a little bit more darkness. We can see how the signature here in the lamps really leads over from left and to the right with this middle connection. So pretty impressive to see it in the dark, maybe then also in the back mirror, especially then when you're driving on US roads. Well, is there a frunk? And there's just this small service opening, but considering this package, I think we can easily excuse that. Recently, we, for example, seen the Rolls-Royce electric vehicle with a huge long hood, and they said, we couldn't fit a frunk, but here it is really understandable. Standard key fob here, I would have wished for something more psychedelic, more unique. So, yeah. Okay, let's get inside. Let's do that again. That's beautiful. Great door closing sound, I love that. And then huge door on the inside. This is of course also unique color layout, but you can also go for subtle colors. It doesn't have to be. Top part here is hard pack though, so you see this commercial vehicle background of the vehicle, but of course it has become more and more passenger car alike. Here this is also then a bright interior styling. You can also go for a black one. And these are the microfiber seats. Different layouts are available. You can also get full leatherette seats, for example. They are perforated and also offer ventilation. The microfiber itself has the advantage that it stays cool in summer and also warm in winter anyways. And the whole interior is always free of animal materials, and they also use a very high recycling share for that. Headroom with 189 or 6'2", a lot of headroom left. And also a cool feature here, look at that huge glass roof with electrochromatic function. That's cool, right? So you have the inbuilt sunshade and it looks really fancy. Interior cockpit overview with a clean setup, new 12.9-inch screen. This will also be available for the short wheelbase model. 10-inch would be the smaller one entry. Then you have a lot of space here, storage, and beautiful covers are also available. In the lower part we have cup holders hidden right there. And behind the steering wheel, you have just small digital instruments. And now introducing also, way in the front, a head-up display. The middle storage here, you do not have to go for it. You can also take it out, but you can't slide it. And if you wonder who's holding the light today and how, yeah, that's me. This is also different styling on the interior with the orange, but yeah, to be honest, these over-the-top interior colors, maybe they fit to my hippie shirt, but yeah, in the interior I would rather take maybe a gray or something, like more subtle colors. But of course the bright seats and the bright steering wheel, that looks actually quite cool and brings more light even to the interior. This is here the full leather red seat with perforation, and it's also really soft, so great material quality indeed. You can put this one here a little bit longer, and this can also be combined with cooling. So from the material quality on the inside of the doors, that's a little bit rugged, but especially everything that is connected to the seats and so on, that is really high class. Close-up of the infotainment system, now also with the software update, and that means it is quicker, it's more responsive than before. Here you have this main menu structure as well. For example, you can directly click on the GPS. Seat heating is here in the lower part, directly accessible. If you look closely here, these temperature sliders are now backlit, at least something, so you can also see them in the dark. But they're still not my favorite because they don't give you haptic feedback. You can also change the temperature like this, by the way. And important for EV effects, you can set a charging limit right here, and you can also manual start a battery heating. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is here all the way full screen. You can access it directly here, and you can see also decently responsive. So finally they did a nice upgrade on the infotainment. We'll keep you updated with that. And very well accessible here, the two buttons to open or close the sliding doors. And here we go. You can actually get one on both sides. And this is also the big advantage of this vehicle. Then you can jump through, and of course easy access then, especially for child seats. Isofix here at the outside seats. This one here is the 7-seater, so 2, 3, 2. But you can also get a 6-seater, that would be then 2, 2, 2 in the setup. You would have 2 single seats here, so not this through bench. But this one you can already see is split here in a 1/3, 2/3 way. You can see you can slide it forward or backward. And when I put it all the way back, actually, let me close it here. Then you can see that here also, backward like this. It does leave so much legroom here, even if a tall driver is driving. And let me just show you the difference then. Like this, maximum difference. Even here, all the way forward, I could still sit. But what about the third seating row? Headroom here, by the way, no problem at all. So yeah, it's really spacious. Look at that, the vehicle is full of Easter eggs. Nice. Then let's fold these seats here. There we go. They slide forward, and then you have a very nice access to the rear for the third seating row. So usually I'm really struggling to crouch through the third seating row, but here you can see how just wide the space is, and it's really easy to get inside. And also in the third row, this is here the bench all the way forward. But remember, I could still sit there. Here, yeah, never had so much legroom actually in the third seating row. And even if the second seating row is all the way back, still ample of legroom here in the third seating row. I think at this length here, we never had such a spacious interior. So you can overall fit 4 Isofix child seats here in this vehicle, and here even the third seating row can be slid forward or backward. That's also pretty unusual, and by that you can also vary the trunk length, even if the third seating row is up. By the way, if you wonder if that's dangerous here to have this car on this plateau here, yeah, it is. I actually just fell down, but obviously due to, you know, long time mountain biking skills, yeah, where you fall off quite sometimes, I could actually, you know, roll and everything's fine. Yeah, well, that can happen also while doing studio shootings here. Let's go to the trunk. Here, 1.20 m or 48 inches in width. That's actually really substantial indeed. Here you can see I put this one here, third row, a little bit more forward. You can see the variation in trunk length when this is actually up. And then we can start doing the transformation. First of all, we can fold the third seating row down like this. And yeah, sometimes the strap here is a little bit hidden. So there we go. And then we have a trunk length. It varies then here where the second seating row is, from minimum 140 or 56 inches up to, let's see right here, 155 millimeters or 61 inches. That's also quite cool actually. You cannot take the second seating row out. That's not possible. But you can take the whole third seating row out. And here this board here, they have the even loading area, but you can also fold this one up. And then, first of all, you have to unscrew here, right side and the left side. Here we go. And now I have to watch again this. Whoa, that's really dangerous. Next step would be here. Pull this strap, and then you can pull out the whole third seating row, these two seats. And the cool thing is there are actually on these rolls. So you can slide them out, but then you should not take them here. You have to take them underneath, and they are really heavy. And I'll stay here on this platform this time. Second one. There we go. Careful again. Yeah, and here we go. Then we have the maximum loading area here. Overall then 2,470 liters. Yeah, workout done. I hope you enjoyed. We had almost everything in the shooting here today. Not only a new vehicle, we also had a short earthquake here in the LA area. I also need a cooling pack right now because I did hurt my knee, I just realized. Yeah, so everything in full length for you guys. And the big question is, with this vehicle setup here, I mean, it is one of the most unique electric vehicles out there, no doubt. But can it win the heart of the customer? This will be up to you, so leave me your comments. What do you think? Is this a good proposal to bring back the VW brand to the customer, especially on the US market? Now tune into our short wheelbase version of the ID Buzz driving review, or recently revealed the Kia EV9, another big EV.